We're just gonna soak it real good. Yeah, she nasty. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another action-packed episode here on AC Designs Garage, and today we're gonna do the checkup on the old bed that we painted. It's been 9 months ago. It's been sitting outside in the elements and the weather, mowed against, weed eated against, rained on, snowed on. It's had everything done in the past 9 months, so we're gonna go get a check on it. For those of y'all that don't know, it was painted with flat black turbo paint and cleared with the 2K Spray Max Clear. I don't know, we'll probably go at least a year on it. I hadn't touched it, hadn't been cut or buffed or anything. All thing we've done is cleaned it off, every little checkup, and put a little wax on it. So, all right, guys, let's take a quick gander at her before I get started. And like I said, this thing sits right there. You see it in the videos and facing the sun. It gets direct sun most of the day. Now, don't you look at this. I ain't touched it. You see how this, well, it ain't showing up as bad, but you can see the nastiness of it. But look at that clarity and stuff. She's still holding up good. You can see got bird bombs on it and everything. The only problem is when I go to do my 1 year, I don't know if it shows up or not, there is red overspray all over this thing from me painting the Shake Master 4000s. It just, I don't care where you put it. That's the only bad thing about that enamel paint. If you're painting near anything, that stuff's gonna float. It ain't like base coat to where it gets in the air, it dries and falls down, and you can blow it off. This stuff stays wet and it sticks to stuff. So if you got anything around, you're doing this Rust-Oleum type paint, make sure you cover up stuff because it'll get all over it. Yeah, I wanted to do a little test. I thought about getting some of the Duplicolor black, like the Perfect Finish Duplicolor black, and kind of split a panel, maybe that door that we faded, and do the Rust-Oleum black on one side, Duplicolor on the other side, clear both of them, and get it out in the sun and see which is the blackest of the black. We want that dripping, cold, slick as snot black is what we want. So drop comments below, guys, if you want to see that. And also, guys, another reason I'm not painting this week is I got the cyborg eye. I got some kind of infection in my eye, and that thing is killing me. So a little paint spray and stuff. It looks like I'm sleepy in one eye because the sun affects it pretty bad, but I didn't want to spray any paint. I figured that would hurt the old eyeball. So let's go over and show what we're gonna clean it up with. Same thing I use every month, and nothing fancy. I don't cut and buff this thing every month to keep it looking good. That thing has not been cut and buffed in 9 months. It's had just a little wax put on it. So let's go check out the goodies. I don't know how long the old GoPro gonna stay fired up today. It's a daggone hot out here. Has cooled off a tick. So like normal, we're gonna use our good old Scott shop towel, spray wet glass cleaner to clean it off. The old Griot's Garage wax here, the old khaki pants in a bottle. We're going to use that and some good old microfiber towels to wax it. You want one to put it on or one to take it off, and it's going to be about it, guys. We ain't going crazy on it, but catch the sun just right. You can see how deer-tagged she is, but man, look, that reflection's still good. Still good quality. All right, now when cleaning this stuff's this dirty, I should blow it off, but I ain't going to because I'm going to drag the hose out here. But what we're going to do, make sure you wipe in straight lines. We're just going to saturate the area and just kind of wipe. Don't scrub it into it, then come back with a clean towel. We just want to kind of work it off here because we're not buffing any scratches. In the year mark, I'm going to cut and buff it one more time. But yeah, try to keep the swirls. You don't want to sit there wax on, wax off. Mr. Miyagi was not right unless you want swirls. But anyhow, we're just going to soak it real good. Got 2 towels. We got a take the dirt off towel and a dry off towel. But I'm just gonna go back and forth with it like this real easily. Like I said, these metal flake, these all kind of, you can see every panel I've painted here, every color's on this thing. Down there where I weed eated around it yesterday. Yeah, she nasty. We're gonna come right back over top of it. Just keep her going straight. Yeah, I can feel it in it. It just has a scratchy sounding to it where it's got overspray all over it. You can still see she's pretty nasty. So we're gonna get at it, and I'm just gonna make sure you turn this on the inside like that right there, so you ain't transferring boogers all over it. Get the rest. Yeah, she needs to be buffed bad. This upper radius up here where everything just drops on her is just rough as a cob. You can see how nasty this stuff is. That's what you do. You keep folding your towel inside out like that till it gets full, then you get a nutting. All right, that is done. Yeah, guys, I wanted to have a real world test, and I'm glad you guys mentioned this right after we had done it. You want to see how long it'd hold up, so that's what we're giving y'all. It's a real world as it gets. Also, I want to thank all you guys for supporting the channel, buying the Shakemaster 4000 Death for Electric t-shirts, hats, all that good stuff. It's probably going to be another few days before I make any Shakemasters. There's a lot of you guys wanting them, and they're sold out right now, but give me about a week. It's kind of hard to weld with the old cyborg eye here, the T2 eye. It just don't work good with welding. Also, if there's any of you guys down there in Texas, I know a lot of you down in Texas watch, drop down the comments how y'all getting along after the floods and stuff. I need to talk to my buddy down there and see how they're doing. And also, guys, keep remembering them in your prayers. Also, Western North Carolina, not too much longer. It's coming up on almost a year from all that flood and mess up there. So, yeah, don't forget about these people. They still got a long ways to go. All right, guys, like I said, we're using the old khaki pants in a bottle here. I like this Griff's Garage. It smells good. It works good. Make sure you get you 2 good, clean microfiber towels. And we're just going to put a little bit. We're going to work a section like we did when we was wiping it off. No swirls. We're going to try to go back and forth. And if you want to go back this way, you can. No problem. Just don't do the little swirls. You don't want to do no wax on, wax off. I'm telling you. It'll cause you nightmares, especially on black. And if you do get some swirls, you can put a little glaze in on it. And I always tear the tags off. These will scratch. You don't never leave these tags on. I always ripping things off. I don't know. Let me go get me 2 other rags. All right, guys, I changed out my rags here to some smaller ones. Those bigger ones, I like those that I have, but they was a little too big and cumbersome. So, all right, we got a wipe on, wipe off towels. What you want? I got 2. These are the ones I use every week. I just take them up to the house and clean them out. So we got our Griff's Garage wax all shook up. We're gonna fold this up. Our applicator towel here. So all we're gonna do is we're just gonna use a little blob, about like yay. Khaki pants in a bottle. Just saying. This stuff's pretty good. Not sponsored by anybody on this. I like to show you the stuff that I like to use. And I'm just gonna go back and forth with moderate pressure here. Nothing wild, because this stuff's pretty bad. Looks like there's a lot of silver flake you can see on this radius here. Once it kind of dries out, let's go back and put you a little more. We're just gonna basically put this on here because normally some people's gonna gripe and say, oh, why are you putting wax? You don't know how it holds up. Well, normally if you got a decent car, you're gonna wax it and it's gonna sit outside. So we want it to hold up for the elements, make it easy to clean up and stuff. I tell you, these waxes have come a long ways. I hadn't tried, a lot of you guys said I'd try the ceramic stuff on here, or whatever it's called. I don't know about none of that fancy stuff. I wouldn't know what to get. Alright, take your clean one. I just let it haze up just a little bit. Not long. Look at that stuff shine. They like you naysayers out there ain't got faith in me. But anyhow, y'all saying this stuff wasn't gonna last. It looks pretty daggone good to me. Just saying. Off of the proof here. Little ET test here. Look at there. Looks like your finger's gonna go through the side of the bed. It's so clear. That Griot's garage stuff, it really livens it up. Like I said, I don't know if you guys can see it in this or not. They the overspray all over that. Now we'll be able to get that out when we cut and buff it. It'll all come out, but we ain't cut and buff it till the year anniversary. That's what we're gonna do. We 9 months in. I think she gonna make it. Sorry guys, I'm a little wore out from not sleeping too good with this T2i I got going on here. It's on the mend. I just don't need to be spraying or welding right now. I mowed yesterday. I probably didn't need to do that, but Daddy helped me get most of it done, so I appreciate that, because I would be all messed up if I'd have had to mow all this acreage here. So if I start mumbling more than normal and saying stuff that don't make any sense more than normal, just ignore it this time, bye. I'd appreciate it. Tell you what guys, out of all the colors, I like red. Well, I'll take you over and show you the other side. It was painted probably 4 months ago with the red. That cherry red, that's a pretty color for Rust-Oleum. It looks a lot like Torch Red, that factory GM color. Or 4 guys out there let me know, was it Rangoon Red? That's that real pretty red Ford had. Can't remember. Yes, sir. That haze there, boy, that sun coming up, it's getting hot. I sure will be glad for fall time. Also guys, like we do every week, make sure you drop down below anything you'd like to see. There's any techniques, or I'm thinking about flaming that red side of the bed over there. What y'all think? We may do a base coat. It's a little easier to base coat. Flame, and I want to teach you guys how to, if you guys can move up to base coat, clear coat, it'd make your life a lot easier if you can get to where you can afford it. So I want to really focus this fall and stuff on showing you how to do like beginner base coat, clear coat stuff. You can do it. It's not hard. It's actually easier than the Rust-Oleum stuff. So I'm gonna try to find a package to put together for you guys. I'm gonna do a lot of research to what's the minimum size compressor, because you know the bigger it gets, the more expensive they get. I know a lot of you guys don't have the funds for it. It took me a long time to get it too, so yeah, I'm gonna try to put together, see if we can find an affordable package with a gun and a dryer, air dryer, and a compressor and everything, to where you guys can, you'll be amazed if y'all get good with this Rust-Oleum stuff and y'all move up to base clear. Y'all gonna be superheroes. I'm telling you, it's so much easier. Like with flames and stuff, I'll teach you how to do drop shadows under flames, how to lay out flames, how to blend colors. Any of that stuff y'all want to know, we'll put it in there. The only hardest thing about flames, and it's not really that hard, it's just practice, is the hand stripe on them. If you want to do that, that's a little tough. All right, mumbling over, we're gonna move on down. Working on about 3 hours of sleep. Let's see, yeah. All right, our last little bit here. Get our wipe on rag. Yeah, you can start to see up here, even though it's got a little red overspray, you can see how it's got a brown hue to it. And what that is that's just the color. A lot of people think that blacks are black. They're not. Blacks will lean from a bluish purple, which is your deepest, darkest blacks. And you go the other way, it starts going more towards the, like they call it sepia or whatever it is, brown, the brown side of it. That's what this is. Now, if you want a black base coat, I'm thinking the mix and bank is just pure black, like they mix on the mix and bank is 9300. I think that's what it is. I ain't done it in a long time, but that's a pretty rich black color, and it looks good. It just looks dripping wet, slicker than snot. You can take that 9300 and put you a little bit of blue candy in it. She really get dark then. Woo-wee. She'll be protected. Another 3 months. So about October, we're gonna be 1 year in. Let's get you a gander of it. 9 months in, guys. Can't argue with the results. The clarity of that mug, goodness. See if I can get the trailer. I mean, it is clear. See if I can get the sun on the GoPro logo where you can see it in the... Yes, sir. That is looking good. That looks like a mirror. Like I said, 9 months out in the elements. Let's see if we can get a right angle. Now you see this angle here where it's got a little brown hue. I don't know how good it'll show up. Maybe we can twist the bed around. Let's see if I can do that. There we go. Now you can start seeing how it kind of shifts to a brown color. Don't pay attention to all the overspray pokey dots on it, but yeah, that's what you're gonna get when it's out in the sun. It's not rich black. It does have a brownish hue to it. But all right, guys, what y'all think about the old 9-month review here? Is this what y'all thought it would look like? Did y'all think it'd fade and fall off in a couple months? Did y'all think it'd look like this in 9 months? I wasn't really sure either. That's why I wanted to do the test. This is one way to do it. Get you some panels, let them sit outside. And yeah, that's still impressive, guys. It's still got good quality. I don't think it's faded out any. We're gonna get this wet sanded and buffed on the year mark. And probably 2,500, 3,000. We'll just try to get all this overspray off of it, and we'll just keep letting it truck as long as it sits here, unless I need this bedside, unless I start on one of these C10s. But I still got patches in the 33 to do and all that junk, so we got plenty in front of this thing. So we'll just keep letting this stay. I won't paint this. If we paint another bedside, I'll keep over here on the red. But let's go check out the red. This is Rust-Oleum Cherry Red with the Spray Max 2K clear over top of it, cut and buffed probably 3 or 4 months ago, I'm guessing. She dirty and nasty, but look at it. Still looks good. And yeah, red fades. Still looks just as good as it did when we shot it. So this stuff will hold up better than you think it will, guys. Like I said before, this is the Rust-Oleum Turbo can, flat, with the Spray Max 2K clear over it, cut and buffed. Also, guys, make sure you check back next week with us. We're going to get into some custom painting with some base coat clear on this new toy I got sent to me. It's super rad, but I couldn't leave it alone, so I'm going to show you how to do some ghosted in logo graphics with fades and stuff in it, like a monochromatic 2-color. It's going to be gray and black. It's going to fade in. It's going to have logos and all that. Something easy you guys can do. Thank you guys once again for helping out the people down in Texas and Western North Carolina. I appreciate donations. If y'all want to donate directly, I got some links down here to reputable places that you can give that you don't have to worry about being taken advantage of, because that's a horrible thing to do at this time. Also, thank you once again for supporting us through the merch and the hat sales and the Shake Master 4000s. That helps us keep doing this stuff, because this is what I do for a living. You guys are the greatest. Thanks for the comments and all that good stuff. And remember, be kind to one another. Jesus loves you, so do we. God bless. We gone.